supporting all traditions of the island. And we were coming together to give good examples of where cooperative effort was working very successfully, and then trying to match organisations together that perhaps hadn't thought about or hadn't started to work effectively together, and giving them the chance in a very informal way through coffee and other means just to sit down together and see was there a way. And great things have come out of those conferences, and some good results. And my co-chair in that effort was the rugby legend, of course, here, Trevor England. And I know that on Sunday there'll be another great cooperative effort as we all cheer together, stand shoulder to shoulder while Ireland take on Italy. So, working together, I believe that we need to embrace our global connections in all their diversity. And today, we all know Ireland is a tough place for many people. But one of the great opportunities that we have is the knowledge that the world is full of people with deep, deep connections to all parts of this island. People who want to know more about Ireland, who want to know about our heritage, about our culture, and who want to visit Ireland and to study and to do business here. And I do know from all the information that Raymond has given me in relation to the President's Club that you are very dedicated to forging these international links and to promoting economic and charitable activity as well. And this is more important now to all of us as an island than ever before. And if honoured with the role of President, I would seek to tell the story of Ireland, the strong story that we have, the story of recovery, and to tell that on an international stage and to encourage as much business as possible and tourism as possible into this island. Unfortunately, we also have a new generation of immigrants in Ireland, and I do know all about that because my own dad emigrated for a short period of time when I was growing up in the west of Ireland. I now live in Dublin with my husband and 4 children, but I started out my life in a rural part of Mayo on the west coast. So I do know all about that, and it is with sadness that emigration has returned to Ireland again, and particularly with our young people and some young couples that have to be separated because of necessity of work. And the way in which it can really hollow out families and communities across the island. And I really thought that it was something we may have left behind, but unfortunately it has come back. So as President, I would like to dedicate myself in helping these immigrants to retain their links to Ireland. And it's much easier, in fact, to retain the links now to Ireland with all of the social media than it was in the past. And we must foster support and the aspiration of all immigrants and make it easy for people to know that they can return to Ireland and that it will be a thriving place for people to return to and to bring back the experience that they have gained. And that's one of the great assets of going abroad. I say that to my own 4 young adult children. One of them spent a year doing an internship program in international fashion and business in New York, and she did stay very connected to Ireland during that time. In fact, sometimes through Facebook and through the internet she got information on Ireland long before I had got it. She was phoning me, telling me things. So sometimes it can be a great experience, but you'd like to think that these young people go away by choice rather than the fact that they have to go away by necessity. So in closing, let us make common cause in the pursuit of peace and prosperity on the island. Let's embrace our global connections, our connectivity in all its diversity. And let's focus on what is really, really important and what we can achieve together, on the abundance of the things that we share in common rather than our differences, and on working together for a better future for all of us, for our children and for our families. Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure to be here and to see so many people from the President's Club that have turned out this evening. Thank you.
In the words of a visiting monarch recently in St Patrick's Hall in Dublin Castle, this Queen Elizabeth II, Uachtarán agus a Gárja, right? So we want to say that to a certain woman here in the future. I certainly would. She's not the Uachtarán yet, but the price will be that the President's Club will obviously have a garden party in the Áras in the future. But that would be called insider trading. Look, I've just got one job to do as a trustee of the President's Club. I'm absolutely delighted that Mary Davies has found the time to come up. I think it's fantastic. As I said in one of the tweets, if Martin can go south, Mary can go north, right? I think sometimes in Ireland, democracy is always seen as something for people. How would I say? It's for everybody, right? And I suppose there are some people with vision for the island in all different sort of ways, but I think it's important that everybody the sun shines on everyone. My father used to say, the cat can look at the king, right? And if you can imagine that, the cat sitting on the windowsill looking in at the king, that's what we want. Everybody has the right to dream, everyone's the right to do everything, and Mary Davies has the right to aspire to be the President of Ireland. She has the right to go to Belfast, just as Martin and Dave Norris and all the others have the right to go somewhere else. And this is what we need to celebrate in this country, north, south, east and west. Everyone has the right to dream, everyone has got the right to democracy, and that's really what I'm delighted as the President's Club is. We're promoting reconciliation, economic regeneration, but everybody has the right to dream. So I'm going to give her a medal here so that in the end it'll be put somewhere very, very special in a little house in Phoenix Park. So, that concludes our event tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you.